And now, live in studio, cutting through your typical media nonsense and offering you a rational and unbiased perspective on current events and life in Tampa Bay. He's a successful entrepreneur, published author, top listing agent, a real estate and finance expert that goes to bat for you every day as a consumer advocate. Your host and the consumer quarterback, Brandon Rhymes.
And yes, here we are again another day being your consumer advocate, helping you win in any marketplace as we always do. We've got a hot lineup for you today here. Chuck Peterson back in studio, our contractor expert contributor. Coming up later in the program, Diane Vance, Fairway Independent Mortgage, local lender, support the local economy as you always do. We greatly appreciate that you do that. And Clyde Smith coming on the show as well. General Manager, Bilmar Beach Resort, our official hotel partner of the Consumer Quarterback Show, with a beach update coming up here on the program. Before we jump into this great content, we like to feature some of our listings. So if you're thinking about selling, we'd love to feature your listing and your property right here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. We got a hot new listing on the beach over here in 100 Oakmont in Bel Air. Beautiful condo, water views, gorgeous property right here at 100 Oakmont Drive in Bel Air, and it's close to the golf course. So if you like golfing, this is a great opportunity for you as well. Beautiful views right here in Tampa Bay that you can see the beaches. You got the pool view as well. It's on the 8th floor as well, 6th or 8th floor. Beautiful property. Got great views up in Tampa Bay. John, do you have that one to put up there? 100 Oakmont and Bel Air. Okay, so we're going to go to the next one. 10222 Meadow Crossing Drive. This is another property that we've got up in New Tampa. Beautiful property, corner lot location. Prime location up in New Tampa, 40 solar panels on the roof, large corner lot, brand new roof as well, theater room, gym, smart home technology, about 3,500 plus square feet, 5 bedrooms and 3 bath right here in beautiful Tampa Bay. And you can see all of our listings at platinummvpteam.kw.com.
This is God's country.
And we got a feel-good story of the day as well. Florida shop owner wins $1 million scratch-off prize on his first day of his new business. So that's a great way to start your business off, is win $1 million on a scratch-off. So pretty cool story coming out of Florida here on the program. And what we want to do here is we want to let you know and give you some negotiation tips. So we always like to give you a motivational minute / negotiation strategy here. So have you ever wondered, like, how can you spot a liar? I know a lot of us have, and we've thought about that in the past. But the way that you can spot a liar is pay attention to one of the rules called the 7-38-55% rule. Okay, so 7%, we've probably heard this before at some point, are the words in the content. Only 7% are the words and the actual content of what you say. 38% is the tone in how you say it, right? 38% is the tone. And then 55%, the overwhelming majority, is the content, is the body language of how you say it. 55% is the body language. So that's how you can spot a liar. If you have a relationship with someone, an employee, could be a contractor, lots of different relationships in your life. But communication is 7% content, 38% tone of voice, 55% body language. And, you know, that's why a lot of times in business, it's a great return to actually fly out or drive to that location and meet the person in person and have that face-to-face meeting. So if you pay close attention to the tone and body language of your counterpart, look for incongruencies between tone, body language, and words. And there's also a term in the industry called the Pinocchio effect. Remember Pinocchio, the movie, his nose would grow, right? So when his nose would grow, that was a telltale sign that he was actually telling a fib. He was lying. Same thing is true with the word count. If you ever get into a situation where you're talking to people and they keep adding a lot of extra words and it sounds like, wow, this is a really elaborate story to tell me that you couldn't get whatever done or whatever the situation, the task might have been. So that's the importance of it, and that's the Pinocchio effect, how to spot a liar, and the word count grows, so that's the Pinocchio effect. 38-55% rule, quick negotiation tip right here from the Consumer Quarterback Show. All right, let's jump into it. Clyde Smith, General Manager, Bilmar Beach Resort, welcome back.
Thank you, Brandon. Thank you very much. Good to hear you. And, good to be calling from the beach. It's a gorgeous day over here right now on Treasure Island.
Yeah, man. What a great place to live, work, and play right here in Tampa Bay. You got local staycations. And if you happen to be listening to our program or watching the show on Apple, Amazon, Roku, YouTube, one of the other places, maybe out of state, come on down and enjoy a nice vacation over here with Clyde's beautiful Bilmar Beach Resort.
Absolutely. We've got a lot going on. Still doing the nightly entertainment at Sloppy Joe's, actually day and night on the weekends. So that's gone over really well. Chef Bill has a new menu out there with brought the pulled pork back on the menu, so I'm real happy with that, as well as all those Caribbean dishes and the great breakfast and everything.
Nice.
And we're busy in this area. We've got a lot of events going on and coming up. So it's a good time to be over at the beach, and it's not too crowded this time of year.
Yeah, what a great place to hang out. You see on the beaches too. Sometimes it's such a big beach, open beach and sand. A lot of kite flying. They do a lot of kite flying back there too, don't they?
They do. Windworks is right up at John's Pass, just a mile north of us, and he has amazing kites for beginners, but we also get kiters from around the world that come out. Some of the big kites, which will be coming out in November during the Kite Festival, are the size of a Greyhound bus. They're tremendous. It's just, they put them up and they just dwarf the buildings around, and it's beautiful. Then they do the kite competition with the 2-string kites that they make dance and coordinate. It's really a beautiful and fun time. It's a good experience, and you can learn to kite while you're out there. It's a really fun thing if no one's ever done that. It's more than just sending up that string and seeing how high you can go. You can make the kite do wonderful things.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I remember that as a kid, just enjoying that. And you've got lots of events coming up. Tell us about some of the events you got happening over there on Treasure Island.
Well, we do one thing. Just 7 miles from us, of course, straight up Central Avenue, we've got the Rays getting ready to do their last final games, and last I saw, I believe we're 7 ahead of everyone else in our league. So that's really exciting. Tropicana Field's such a great place to go, especially if you have a little rain in the day, which hopefully is not happening on your beach day. But you go inside and air conditioning, watch the game. It's really a good time. And just up the street from us, tickets are available for folks, and we really recommend that. And then this is a little further north of us, but it's a really exciting thing. They had a smaller version off the pier this weekend, but the Clearwater has the offshore Nationals with the great big cigarette boats that'll be doing a 2.5-mile racing track. So if you want to, stay here at the Bilmar for the weekend, and then, on your way home or wherever you're headed, you can go by there on that Sunday is actual race day. But there's lots of events all weekend long. That's a really fun way to do it. If you don't feel like driving, you just hop on the beach trolley that runs up and down, and it'll take you right there without having to look for parking or do anything like that. And then, of course, standing ovations. You've seen the sculptures in the past. This will be the 13th year they're doing an event out here. And this year we're spreading it out actually over 2 weeks. We're going to have a big bandstand on the main weekend with the fireworks on Saturday. That starts November 17th. But then we're going to go right through Thanksgiving. Last year we had a lot of people visiting family and just visiting the area that came out and said, well, the sculptures are nice, but I thought there was an event. So we're going to stretch that out into 2 weeks now, which we really think we'll get more people visiting and enjoying the artwork. It's going to be 20 artists this year instead of the normal 10 because they're doing both an exhibit and then also a competition. So we're taking the best of both. Last year the exhibit went really well because we couldn't get our international folks in, and this year they're going to add some international people are going to be able to make it, so they're going ahead and adding a competition also. So it's really going to be exciting. Probably 20 sculptures in all will be up on the beach, and they'll stay up through New Year's.
Yeah, that's super awesome, man. Lots of events, lots of fun times. Great, a lot of fun to be had over at the Bilmar Beach Resort, the official hotel partner of the Consumer Quarterback Show. We got Clyde Smith on the line kind of schooling us into what's happening, what's coming up. Those cigarette boats are really something else, aren't they?
They really are. Just the amount of energy that you feel from them. It's really exciting. And they have a smaller one off the pier. We were up at the Teak, the new bar on top of the St. Petersburg Pier, which is an amazing destination place to go to. You could stay at the beach, go to the Rays game, then grab dinner at the pier, and come on back for sunset. It's possible to do it all in one day. I did it last Saturday.
Nice.
So it's really fun. It was a home run fest, too, so it was a great game for the Rays.
Yeah, we went over there and had a friend that was having a wedding down there, and that was the first time back to the pier in a while, and what a place that is. That's really exciting.
Yeah, it's got something for everyone, and it's got so much spread out area that it's been popular, for everybody, and it's for all ages, and there's a tram even that'll take you to the end if you don't feel like doing the walk. So it's just another thing, adding to the beach in the St. Petersburg area that's worth coming over for.
Yeah, it really is. Such a good time. Get the Bilmar Beach Resort over there on Treasure Island. 2 pools on site, Sloppy Joe's Beach Bar and Restaurant, and just a very friendly staff, Clyde. I've compared it to some really luxury hotels when it comes to the staff and the quality of amenities. I mean, just a really nice place. And then only, a lot of other hotels, they don't have the percentage of rooms that actually face the beach. I think yours is close to like 90% overlooking the beach. Is that right?
That's right, Brandon. We've got 90% of our rooms are beachfront directly, not a side angle like you get at some places. And 2/3 of those have kitchenettes in them. So if you feel like, bringing the family, you don't want to go out for every meal, you could throw some light stuff on the double stovetop burner and sit out on your balcony. 2/3 of the rooms have balconies facing the beach, and it's really good. It's a variety of rooms, though, so you can hit all different price points. If someone's just looking for an address at the beach, we have that also. You've got some small poolside rooms, but that's really the exception, though. They just all look out there at beautiful Treasure Island Beach, and you can walk down to the edge and do your paddleboard and kayaking, which is included in your stay, and it's a really good time. As you know, Turbo's down there. He's got you get 2 beach chairs with your stay, but if you feel like having the cabana, if it's a little windy, Turbo will take care of you down at the beach. He's a great partner of ours.
Yeah, he does a great job down there. What a great place to, just enjoy some downtime. You owe it to yourself. Go visit Clyde Smith, General Manager, Bilmar Beach Resort. You can call, you can book online, and try to stay away from those search engine book places. They kind of advertise, we got the best rates. They don't. Clyde, tell us about the best way to book.
Yeah, definitely. It's Book Direct is the best way. And if you go on and put your dates in, you can go right there and you have that Book Direct. There is an advanced purchase option for further stays, but we understand right now that may not be comfortable for everyone. So the Book Direct's a great way. Or you can hit up on the tab on the right and drop down the deals page. And that shows you, perhaps you're a first responder, and we certainly take care of our first responders and, our senior citizens. There's other options out there, but it doesn't come up on the main. Just drop that deals page down, and you find all that on BilmarBeachResort.com. There's
Awesome.
some other lookalikes out there. Just make sure you see a beautiful picture of us in the blue water and the blue building, and that's the way you know you're at the right screen.
Perfect. And tell them the Real Estate Quarterback sent you. Drop it in there in the notes, or give them a call. Let them know the Real Estate Quarterback sent you for special
Please
incentives,
do.
etc. So, Clyde,
Take
thanks
care
so
of your
much.
friends.
Yes, sir. That's right. Appreciate the update, my friend.
Thank you. Look forward to seeing you back.
Hey, my pleasure. Thank you
Take
as
care.
well. All right. Bilmar Beach Resort, the official hotel partner of the Consumer Quarterback Show. Check them out online. Book directly. Clyde Smith. Awesome staff down there. 2 pools on site. Sloppy Joe's Beach Bar. What a beach. So much fun and games and entertainment to do and live music. Lots of fun stuff. So make sure you check them out online and tell them the Real Estate Quarterback sent you. All right, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, Diane Vance, Fairway Independent Mortgage. Also going to tell you about this. Pinellas County expands eligibility for its Emergency Rental Assistance Program. Some good programs here with Diane, as well as local Pinellas County. And our feel-good story of the day, find out about this Florida shop owner that wins $1 million scratch-off prize. We'll be right back.
Thanks for listening to My Daddy's Show. For more information, go to consumerqb.com.
To get in touch with Brandon, call 813-670-7372. Online at consumerqb.com.
Dennis Prager here for Brandon and Lindsay Rhymes, owners of the Platinum MVP team at Keller Williams. Buying, selling, investing in real estate, their nationwide Keller Williams network makes them the best team to work with. Sellers, have your property featured live on air, creating multiple offers. Buyers, leverage a unique system that gets your offer accepted, never overlooked. Call or text 813-750-0550, 813-750-0550, or consumerqb.com.
Hey, Margie here with the Consumer Quarterback Show and the Platinum MVP team at Keller Williams Realty. If you're buying, selling, or investing, please give us a shot. We would love to help you. We are a top 1% ranked real estate team here in Tampa Bay, and you can reach us at 813-750-0550. Call or text 813-750-0550. ConsumerQB.com.
Selling commercial or residential property? Don't leave money on the table. List with the Platinum MVP team at Keller Williams Realty. I'm Brandon Rhymes. Reach me at 813-670-7372 or platinummvpteam.com.
You're listening to the consumer quarterback, Brandon Rhymes, online at consumerqb.com. Brandon is Tampa Bay's #1 consumer advocate for real estate and financial advice. Call Brandon today at 813-670-7372.
All right, welcome back. Thanks for hanging out with us here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. We greatly appreciate you, all those that reach out to our hotline. You call in and support the show. You support our expert contributors, over 50 different show partners, ranging from CPAs, financial advisors, all types of great home services. We've got self-defense experts involved with the program now, and lots of ways we can help you. Attorneys, lots of great attorneys that are associated with the program. So no matter what you're facing out there, we'd love to help you and kind of be that turnkey resource for you, no matter what you're looking to do here in Tampa Bay, in the Gulf Coast region of Florida. Reach out to the hotline, 813-750-0550.
You used to call me on my cell phone.
813-750-0550. Call or text that line, consumerqb.com as well. You can see links there to all of our expert contributors at consumerqb.com. And let's give a quick shout out to Veteran Gutters, Brandon Porter and his team. They do such a great job here locally in Tampa Bay. If you're looking to add a gutter onto your properties, whether residential or commercial, it's an American-made product. Great opportunity to support a veteran. Veteran Gutters, Brandon Porter. Let him know the Real Estate Quarterback sent you. All right, a couple of hot listings for this segment. We got 117 14th Street in Bel Air. This is a $1 million listing. Beautiful home, double lot, pool home. And it's got a lot of upgrades. Too many upgrades to really to list here, but let's go through a couple of them quickly. 4 bedrooms, 3 bath, 2,800 square feet, private pool, gourmet kitchen, jetted air bathtub, temperature-controlled wine closet, covered lanai. And the best part is minutes from the beach. You walk down to the end of the road and you are on the beaches. The sugar sand beaches, dolphin-filled waters. Beautiful Tampa Bay. All right, 100 Oakmont in Bel Air. This is a beautiful property. This 100 Oakmont property is a gorgeous property. It's Oakmont Lane, number 611. You got 1,300 plus square feet, 2-bedroom, 2-bath, amazing balcony views. I mean, it's literally $1 million views of the Gulf of Mexico. You're overlooking the pool there in the community pool, Gulf beaches, large family room, spacious bedrooms, and a great balcony with patio there. You can see all of our listings at platinummvpteam.kww.com. All right, we got Diane Vance, Fairway Independent Mortgage, back here on the program. Diane, we always like to educate our listeners out there about trends in the industry, things happening, different situations going on in your world. What are you seeing in the mortgage side?
Well, we are seeing interest rates dropping again. Because,
good.
Good and bad. Anytime they drop, that means that the economy's not doing as well as they would like it to do. I think it's because the unemployment figures, of course, came out, the other day, and they were much worse than expected. So they are definitely dropping. They're getting back down to almost where they were. I think the Delta variant is having some impact on people hiring and things like that, or people say, because I actually talked to one of my neighbors and they're like, I go everywhere and they're telling me they have all these hiring things, but she said, I swear I've actually applied for so many different jobs. I've never heard a word. So I think people are kind of like doing a kind of a holdback a little bit, maybe. I don't know. Like, yes, they want to hire if they thought it was going to go full-fledged, but maybe it's I'm not sure what's going on, but she actually is a very well qualified, so maybe she's overqualified, I don't know, but it's a interesting time. It's kind of an odd time. We are seeing that as you mentioned before that Pinellas County is expanding its emergency rental assistance program, and they're doing that for people that have experienced a significant reduction in income. So they need to make, if you're going to request that, you do need to go ahead and actually make sure you actually have a reduction in income. One thing I want the listeners to understand is that what we're seeing is that as more and more, so if we have the moratorium on, the mortgages, having to be paid, depending on, make sure everybody calls their servicing company. Don't put your head in the sand. Make sure you actually make that phone call. Making sure that you either get it modified, added to the end of the mortgage, or whatever they're going to do. But you may have some folks that actually can't do those things. So if there are any foreclosures coming up, now I'm saying if, I don't know if it's going to happen, but if there are, what's going to happen to the rental market? The rental market has been increasing steadily, and that's been a fact. So you may really want to think about it. And if you're a renter right now and you have a good job and a good position, things like that, you may want to think about buying before that actually happens, because you are going to see rents increase. They've already increased because of the influx of people coming in. So I've had several calls and people are like, I pay so much in rent, can I buy? And yeah, absolutely. So with the increase in rents, and probably more, it will continue to happen. It's very competitive even in the rental market. So we're seeing that happen time and time again. So people are like, hey, I'm going to, instead of, paying somebody else's mortgage, I want to see if I can buy. And they can. So, just give us a call and we'll tell you how and how to get there.
Yeah, absolutely. A couple things I want to mention. So hiring, we are putting together our own career fair as well. The Consumer Quarterback Show sponsoring a career fair coming up in October. So stay tuned for more details on that. We're just nailing down the actual venue and location. So that's going to be, hopefully helping some of our listeners, some of our contractor businesses, business owners that are looking to fill positions, and those that are looking to get hired. And then also number two, on the rental market, yeah, definitely, Diane, that's a key right now is people, if you're out there renting right now, I'd love to talk to you and just put together a plan for you. It might not be a right now within 30 to 60 days, but maybe it's a 90-day or 6 or 8 month program. We'd love to talk to you about that. Put you in touch with Diane. Her team is so awesome. They just handle with care. They're very nice, and they're going to work through these different situations with you. But if you're renting, text the word rent to us and the amount of rent that you're paying. And I would put together a friendly wager here. Let's call it a $5 or $10 bet that that we can help you buy a place for less money than you're paying in rent. Okay, so pull out your smartphone, shoot us a text message, 813-750-0550. Call or text the word rent and the amount of rent that you're paying, and we're going to put you in touch with Diane and her team. She's going to work through what they call a rent versus own analysis. So all you have to do is text the word rent to 813-750-0550. And Diane, can you pick it up from there? What would that process look like?
Well, it would basically be if they can include their email and then the amount of rent they are paying. And then what we'll do is we'll put together, it's a little side-by-side comparison of what the rent they're paying and if they actually purchase, how much they could purchase for.
Yeah, and that's going to give them power, right? They're going to embrace their future. They're going to be building up equity. Talk about that.
Yes. So anytime as you know, I think there was a 17% increase year over year in appreciation. So that's automatic appreciation. That's automatic equity to whoever buys. And it may not continue as fast as that, but it may. Nobody really knows, right? So we don't know and Florida's a unique situation because we have so many people moving to Florida.
Exactly.
And we still don't have enough homes for sale. So
unprecedented numbers too, Diane.
Oh, yeah, it has been a crazy year, which is a good thing. But we have a lot of people moving here. And I want the listeners to think about what's going to happen in the future if you have a bunch more people coming in to rent that want to rent. And they're going to start, and then you're going to have negotiations of, and we've had a lot of people that they might be renting a single-family home, and the seller decides, hey, I'm going to buy because I think it's a good time to sell, or I'm going to sell. So I think it's better to sell right now. So I've had a lot of those folks say, hey, I've been renting for 8 years with this person, but now I'm going out to, now they're going to sell their home that I'm living in, so now I have to go out and buy. Can I do it? Don't wait till that time.
Right.
But it's going to be a very competitive rental market.
Yeah, absolutely. In Pinellas County, they expanded that program, and it's a significant reduction in income or increase in costs. You may qualify for assistance, so don't forget about that. It's not a result of the pandemic, even if it's their financial hardship is not a result of the pandemic. So that's something that we could, help people out with as well here. Stay with us. We're going to have more with Diane Vance on the flip side of this break. Also want to ask her about foreclosure moratoriums, loan modification, and what's going on with the investor community, the investor side of her business here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. Follow us online at Brandon Brandon Rhymes 1 on Instagram and Twitter. Follow our YouTube page. Over 1,200 videos on YouTube at Brandon Rhymes Realty on YouTube. Please subscribe, and we'll be right back after this short break.
This is Chris Voss, former FBI lead hostage negotiator and owner of the Black Swan Group, and you're listening to Consumer Quarterback Show hosted by my friend Brandon Rhymes.
To get in touch with Brandon, call 813-670-7372. Online at consumerqb.com.
Johnny, let me know when you want to proceed. Okay, everyone please stand by.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're listening to the Consumer Quarterback, Brandon Rhymes, cutting through your typical media nonsense and offering you a rational and unbiased perspective on current events and life in Tampa Bay. Online at consumerqb.com.
And we're back. Brandon Rhymes, Consumer Quarterback Show, Platinum MVP team at Keller Williams Realty, top 1% ranked real estate team here in Tampa Bay. We help our sellers profit more and sell faster by featuring their real estate properties live on air on the Consumer Quarterback Show. And we like to feature our listings. So we got 4125 West 4125 West Nassau Street here. This is on Nassau Street. It's right off of Lois Avenue between the International Plaza Mall and the airport right there by the West Shore Mall. Great opportunity for Airbnb rental. 4125 West Nassau Street in Tampa. A great opportunity to purchase real estate. And this home is beautiful on the inside as well. Completely rebuilt, reconstructed home right here. Granite countertops, upgraded stainless steel appliances, brand new AC, plumbing, electrical. Great opportunity to own real estate right here in beautiful Tampa Bay. We also have some properties, vacant land. I've got about 15 to 20 vacant parcels of land ranging from 80 plus acres down to small lots in different communities, Palm Harbor area. County Line Road, I got 5 acres out there at 6513 County Line Road out in Plant City. Now, this is 4.8 acres, and you also back up to English Creek Preserve. Natural springs located on the property. Great opportunity to build your dream home in Tampa Bay. 6513 South County Line Road right here in beautiful Tampa Bay. You can see all of our listings at platinummvpteam.kw.com. And let's give a quick shout out to our friends over at Discovery Golf Cars right here in Tampa Bay. Clearwater location, Tampa location. You can find them online, discoverygolfcars.com. You can either rent or buy from them. You can offer mobile financing and repair. They have EasyGo, Star EV, Cushman, new and pre-owned golf cars from Discovery Golf Cars. Make sure you let them know the real estate quarterback sent you. All right, Diane Vance, Fairway Independent Mortgage. We always talk about as well, supporting the local economy by supporting this program. We greatly appreciate those that do and calling in, getting lots of great calls. People, calling in and listing properties. Got a great call from Odessa, a gentleman looking to list some property with us up there. We're listing properties over on the beaches as well. Just got a brand new listing that we talked to a listener. They wanted to list their property. Nice duplex over on the beaches. Beautiful properties. And Diane can help you on the pre-qualification side. Top 3 lender in the country, Diane, Fairway Independent Mortgage.
Yep, we are, and we really concentrate on those purchases. And yes, and Fairway is an awesome company, very easy to work with. I sometimes you take it for granted. I have customers all the time telling me, I just had a text from one saying, "I can't believe how easy you've made this." And, we're like, oh, okay.
Yeah, that's awesome.
You don't really think about it. But, yes, we try to make it as easy as we can because it's a very complicated. It's not as complicated as it seems, but some people think it's very complicated, and it's not.
Right.
But, yes, we are definitely it's a great company to work for and, great. And of course, we always are looking for good associates to hire. So when you do have your career day, I certainly will be a part of that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
So you talked about the forbearance, and what they did was they actually extended it to September 30th, 2021. And that's with the federal agency to back mortgages. So if you have an FHA or a VA or USDA or anything through the Housing Finance Agency, which is basically the mortgage backed by Fannie and Freddie. So any mortgage, they have till September 30th. Now, they're not going to extend it, is my understanding. So that is it. So people need to pay attention, and they need to, I would say now, they should be calling their servicing company to find out what their options are. Can they modify their loan? Can they pay it back? Which is kind of hard sometimes. They may end up, they should have some options for you, but I will tell you that I know that the landlords, you talked about rentals and landlords were not happy about not actually having the evictions, having that extended. They were not happy about that because that affects them making their mortgage payment, right? So they were not happy about it. There was a lot of noise from landlords about, because in order for them to get their property in forbearance or anything from the government, they have to have a form filled out by whoever the renter is. If the renter doesn't answer their phone calls, which a lot of them are afraid to, then they can't do anything. So they're still making their mortgage payments, but they still have to make those payments without actually collecting. But we have a lot of people that are still, because they see the opportunity to build wealth, they are buying investment properties to be able to rent them out. I run into customers all the time that are looking for short-term rentals, and they're so expensive. Oh my word, it's unbelievable how expensive they are. And so a lot of customers that maybe haven't found a house, they sold their house, and they haven't found a house yet, so they're doing a short-term rental, and they're just surprised. So there's a lot of equity and income to be made on rental properties.
Yeah, there really is.
Yep. So I had a customer the other day that she wants to buy a 3-unit property that she lives in, and she was told, you have to put 25% down. I said, not if you're if it's your primary home, you can go FHA and put 3.5% down. So there's a lot of options out there.
Yeah, and misunderstandings, misnomers, people thinking they have to put 20% down or something like that.
Yep.
It's an interesting market. We're talking with Diane Vance here on the Consumer Quarterback Show, Fairway Independent Mortgage, longtime friend of the program, and can help you get pre-qualified, whether you're looking to purchase a home, to help you with refinancing, and especially renters. We talked about it earlier. I'd love to talk to some renters and get them into the game, get them into home ownership, building up equity, building up a legacy for your family. And the investor community, we kind of teased that a little bit, Diane. What's going on with the investor side?
Well, we are having a lot of customers that they are still purchasing investors. Once an investor seems to purchase one home, they want to purchase more. So it's very interesting. You usually have investors that have quite a few. And so I have some customers that I've dealt with for, 8-10 years, and they just keep adding to their investment properties, selling, buying, all that type of stuff. But it can be a very lucrative market for people, and it definitely does build wealth.
Yeah, absolutely. I've seen a lot of that personally as well. People, buying lots of properties, vacation rentals, VRBO. You got the Airbnb. Lots of. You got to be real careful about the municipalities, though, don't you?
Yes, because a lot of them do not allow that. I believe some of you do need to check. Yep. I'm not sure about Clearwater Beach, but if you own a condo, you have to check your condo docs, make sure what your minimum allowable is. But you also need to check with the city. So each city, some of the cities do not permit VRBO or Airbnb. So you want to make sure that before you purchase, if that's your plan, now you still can purchase and do a long-term rental, and you're still going to have appreciation, right? But if you're planning on doing one of those short-term rental situations, you want to make sure that you do your homework before you actually purchase. And I'm sure, Brandon, your agents probably help them with that.
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to double check all that. Aaron, the team, we got a great team. Carlos, lots of our buyer agents, they understand, how to navigate that. What's the best way to, really position the client and looking at, and again, some of them might be a 3-month rental. So that, you can do 3-month rentals. I've sold properties right there on Mandalay and Clearwater, and you can't really do the short term. That's a nice neighborhood. You got $1 million homes in there. People don't want it to be operating like a hotel. They want, if you're going to be renting in there, it needs to be at least, I think, about 3 to 6 months. So DianeVance.com, best website for you, Diane, DianeVance.com.
Yes, and that will actually, if somebody actually goes to my website, it has a lot of good information, but they can apply, and it will actually walk them through what documents as they fill out their application. It's a new system, and
Nice.
it's really cool. It automatically comes to me, and it's a very easy system. So,
Yeah.
and all I do is the next day I'll get it, and I will pre-approve them.
That's awesome. And then you're on the way. Then you got to get with the great agent that's going to help you get that offer accepted. A lot of people aren't getting the offers accepted. They're getting frustrated. They don't understand how it works. But we can help you navigate those waters.
Yes, we have a lot of that. Absolutely. So, yeah.
All right.
That's what they need to do.
Good stuff. Thanks a bunch. Yep, get pre-approved, DianeVance.com. Check her out online, DianeVance.com. And thanks for joining us, Diane.
Thank you. You have a great week.
All right, we're going to come back with Caesar, actually. We thought it was Chuck. It's actually Caesar coming up with Suncoast Roofing, expert contractor. These are contractors that see what's happening out there in the community. Going to help you avoid a lot of the commission-based advice, a lot of the scams going on out there, lots of crazy stuff happening. Find out about Suncoast Roofing here on the program. Plus, our feel-good story of the day, got a Florida shop owner wins $1 million scratch-off prize on first day of new business. We'll be right back here on the Consumer Quarterback Show, consumerqb.com.
Hey, I'm Ken Shamrock, and you're here with Consumer Quarterback Show. And I say, Brandon Rhymes, knock out your competition.
To get in touch with Brandon, call 813-670-7372. Online at consumerqb.com.
This is Diane Vance with Fairway Independent Mortgage, a member of the Consumer Quarterback Show. Please give me a call for any of your mortgage needs. We do all sorts of loans. If you would like information on a mortgage, you can text me or call me at 727-647-8199. I will take care of all your mortgage needs. Go to my website at dianevance.com.
Ian Beckles here with my man Brandon Rhymes, a.k.a. the real estate quarterback. Brandon, what's happening with the market?
Thanks, Ian. We are in a low inventory market, so any of our listeners are homeowners and would like a free comparable market analysis or a 2.5% listing, we will honor this for the first 3 listeners who call or text in 813-773-1253. Free CMA and a 2.5% real estate listing at 813-773-1253.
Check out consumerqb.com.
Selling commercial or residential property? Don't leave money on the table. List with the Platinum MVP team at Keller Williams Realty. I'm Brandon Rhymes. Reach me at 813-670-7372 or platinummvpteam.com.
You're listening to The Consumer Quarterback, Brandon Rhymes, online at consumerqb.com. Brandon is Tampa Bay's #1 consumer advocate for real estate and financial advice. Call Brandon today at 813-670-7372.
And we're back. Brandon Rhymes here, Consumer Quarterback Show, Platinum MVP team, Keller Williams Realty. Got a hot listing here in Tampa Bay. I want to let you know about a property that we've got at 207 East Lutz Lake Fern Road. This is a lot that you can build on. Beautiful property right here in Tampa Bay, 207 East Lutz Lake Fern Road. Build your dream home on this property. This is a great opportunity for you to build right here in Tampa Bay. Again, we've got about 15 to 20 other vacant lots available for sale. This one has over an acre of land, zone residential, oversized corner lot, no HOA or CDD. 207 East Lutz Lake Fern Road in Lutz, Florida. Great buying opportunity here in Tampa Bay. 11724 132nd Avenue in Largo is another large parcel of land in Pinellas County. You got about an acre of land here. You got 2 homes on the property, so you could rent them out and enjoy that passive rental income. 3 bedrooms, 1 bath at one of the properties. The other is 2 bedroom, 1 bath. Perfect for builder, developers, entrepreneurs, minutes from Clearwater Beach. It's an income property as well as over an acre of land, so you can build additional units on that lot. You can see all of our listings at platinummvpteam.kw.com. And let's give a shout out to Brothers Easy Moving, the official moving partner of the Consumer Quarterback Show is Brothers Easy Moving right here in Tampa Bay. Whether you're planning a local or long distance move, reach out to Brothers Easy Moving and make sure you let them know the Real Estate Quarterback sent you so you can take them up on those special offers and incentives just by mentioning that you're a fan of the Consumer Quarterback Show.
Tell me something good.
All right, so you got a 40-year-old Callahan man recently realized two dreams in one, opening his business with his wife and becoming a $1 million scratch-off winner. So, interesting story. The guy's name's Brian Woodall. He chose to take the lump sum, which is $880,000. He purchased it in Florida here at Highway 1 in Callahan, which I had never heard of Callahan. I'm not sure, Nassau County. But, yeah, won the lottery and started his own business on the same day, and he says, quote, I love working on vehicles, and it's always been my dream to own my own repair shop, he said. So he's got a repair shop there in Nassau County. And I guess it's kind of interesting. The retailer will receive a $2,000 bonus for selling the winning scratch-off ticket. So I didn't know how that works, but I guess they get a bonus if they sell the ticket. Interesting. Kind of cool. All right. Let's go to the phone lines here. We got Cesar Rodriguez, Suncoast Roofing. Hey, Cesar.
How you doing today?
I'm well, my friend, and yourself?
Doing very well. On the road today.
All right, good to hear it. So we normally have Chuck Peterson in studio here, and he kind of updates us on things happening in the roofing industry and just overall in general too, gives us consumer advocate tips when it comes to contractors. You know, working with contractors, a lot of times consumers, they don't really understand the dynamic, and there's all these different terms when it comes to storm damage or maybe assignment of benefits. What are some of the top tips that you might have for our listeners out there, Caesar?
I mean, I would always start with going through the Better Business Bureau and look up reviews, look up who you're dealing with, see who they've worked for, and make sure they're getting good reviews. I'm not saying every good contractor has all good reviews, but you can take the temperature of who you're working for and who you're working with by looking them up and doing your homework.
Right. Yeah, do some research.
That's one of the, absolutely, it's our home. It's your roof. It's the thing that protects everything else inside your home. You want to do your homework and make sure you're working with somebody reputable. If you do have storm damage, these days that's a touchy subject. The laws have changed. We are not allowed to act as public adjusters, but we are allowed to point out what's going on your roof if it is not repairable, and we can recommend that you call your insurance company. If you've got somebody knocking at your door asking you to sign a piece of paper and you never invited them on your property in the first place, that's probably your first sign that this isn't somebody that you want working on your home. Yeah,
absolutely. There's storm chasers out there, right? They're going to track the storms, go and start door knocking on people. We had Clyde tell a story, Chuck tell a story where people would go through the neighborhood and they look like the good guy in the beginning. They've got all these tarps. They're going to tarp the roof for you, and but then they start asking for deposits and large deposits at that, 50% deposits. What's your take on that? What should the average deposit be?
Our average deposit is 10% of the contract amount, so we're not asking for a giant sum up front. We're a well-established business, and any well-established business should be able to pay for their own material and float the material to do the job. So it typically worries me when somebody's asking for something to be signed and wanting 50% up front that day.
Yeah.
It tells me that they're not a successful business, and they don't have the capital to float the material until the job is done.
Yeah.
So that's a good warning sign. A lot of other things is a lot of these businesses are based out of state. We had a company from Alabama that came through and did 5 or 6 houses, slapped them together, and nothing was to code. The homeowners paid everything, but none of those things passed inspections, and the homeowners were none the wiser until they come to find out later on they all have open NOCs on their homes, and they can't do anything with their homes until they're closed. And they have to pay another roofing contractor to come out and fix what this other company did. You want to make sure that, we're Florida homeowners, that you have a Florida-based company that knows Florida codes, that you're not getting a company that came out of Texas or Alabama or Louisiana just for the storm and doesn't know what they're doing in Florida.
Yeah, NOC, Notice of Commencement?
Correct.
Yes, you got to be careful.
If you have an open NOC on the house, you cannot sell the house. So, if you don't find out till a year later that permit was never closed out, and you go to put your home on the market, you will get a harsh awakening when you find out that that home can't be sold until that NOC is closed out, that notice of commencement.
Right, absolutely. And if you just joined us, we're talking with Cesar Rodriguez here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. He's representing Suncoast Roofing. You've heard Chuck Peterson on the program, and Mary Sir Nikki as well. And I want to play a clip here, kind of not roofing related, but it's about taxes. Everybody pays taxes. So I want to go to the clips here that I've got. Taxes by income. So there's misnomers out there about taxes. Listen to this clip I pulled down from the Morning Wire.
Over the years, we've heard a lot of claims about billionaires paying zero income tax. How do taxpayers actually break down by income?
Well, in short, the top earners pay almost all of the taxes, despite politicians, including President Biden, claiming the wealthiest Americans don't pay their fair share.
But it's time for corporate America and the wealthiest 1% of Americans to just begin to pay their fair share. Just their fair share.
The most recent IRS data we have is from 2018. The top 1% of income earners paid more than the bottom 90% combined. The top 1% paid 40% of all federal income taxes. The top 10% paid 71%. And the bottom 50% of taxpayers paid less than 3%.
So I'm going to stop that clip there. But yeah, so there's talking points about paying taxes that are completely misleading. And of course, that was said there. But when you think about the taxes that people are paying, and they're going to go up. And we've had our expert contributor, Michelle Brady, on the program. She's an attorney and a CPA. But taxes are something that, we all have to pay. There's that old joke about death and taxes. But, when you look at the top 10% paying 71% of taxes, and then you look at the top 1% paying well over, 90% of the major taxes. That's a misnomer that is out there. So I thought that was interesting when I heard that on the Morning Wire podcast. I wanted to bring that to our listeners out there. So whenever you hear that talking point by some people, it's not accurate. Just tell them flat out it's not accurate that the top earners don't pay. And then, of course, even, middle income earners like myself and, a lot of our listeners out there, the hardworking middle class, we've been on attack more than a lot of other companies. So that's something just to be, cognizant of, start thinking about it, and have your talking points ready when you start talking to your friends and family out there. Cesar Rodriguez on the program here, Suncoast Roofing. Cesar, I popped that kind of in there. I don't know if you have any comment on taxes or any other tips from the consumer side.
Well, I'm not a tax expert. I just know that I have to pay them because I want to stay out of jail.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I'm definitely not a tax expert. But one other thing I want to say is, if you're in the market for a roof, not only do your homework on looking up the business, do your homework on the products as well. We do ice and water, peel and stick barrier on the entire roof deck, and we put it in writing that we're going to do it. And I see a lot of contractors going around, they put it as a little rider on there that they'll do peel and stick, but they're only talking about the eaves. The rest of your roof's going to have a standard underlayment instead of a peel and stick underlayment, and that's not what most of these people think that they're paying for. So I see the little tricks that other companies use to save money. It costs a lot of money to do a roof the way we do one. We want to make sure that we can back up our 25-year labor warranties, and we're going to use the best products because I don't want to have to go back to your home 3 or 4 times and repair stuff that should have been done right the first time. So really look into the materials and the companies that produce the materials that are going on your roof and make sure that everything that's going on there is quality and the installers are quality as well.
Yeah, right on, Cesar. That's a good point. And when you think about comparing apples to apples, if you're getting roof quotes from companies, that's not going to be comparing apples to apples. If Suncoast Roofing is going to put the peel and stick over the entire roof and the other company's not, that's not going to be a fair comparison. Cesar, what is that other? What is the other one that they would use? Typical tar paper?
You don't see that as much anymore, but yes, it is 90-pound felt or double layers of felt are being used out there. The other one is synthetic underlayment. It's being used. It does not help you get a wind mitigation. To me, the peel and stick is the best way to go. Our ice and water through GAF that we use on the roof, once it heats up, it's self-sealing. So all the nail holes that are being put through it to put the shingles on are being self-sealed, where a synthetic or a felt underlayment is not. So you've got holes underneath those shingles. So if the shingles fail, you will get water in the home, where if any reason a shingle blew off one of our homes, those nail holes are sealed. So we have an added layer of protection. And again, that's why we're able to back up with our Master Elite warranty, which is the Golden Pledge, for 25 years on labor and workmanship, which not very many people can offer that.
Yeah, that's right. Caesar, thanks for joining us, my friend. We appreciate you calling and be easy out there on the roads.
I will. Thank you for having me, and you have a great day.
You as well. All right. Thanks so much. Hey, another great show. We want to thank Clyde Smith, the Bilmar Beach Resort, our beach update. Diane Vance, Fairway Independent Mortgage, our mortgage expert contributor. Remember that rent versus own analysis. If you want to get one of those, reach out to the show. And Cesar Rodriguez as well, Suncoast Roofing. Also, thanks to our listeners, our viewers out there of our TV show, people that subscribe to our YouTube channel. That means the world to us. We greatly appreciate the follows and the likes. And we greatly appreciate, of course, our team behind the scenes putting the show together. Please go out there and consider committing a random act of kindness. We'll see you next time on the Consumer Quarterback Show, consumerqb.com.
You've been listening to The Consumer Quarterback, Brandon Rhymes. Whether it's real estate, consumer, or financial advice, let Brandon call your next play. Contact Brandon Rhymes at 813-670-7372. That's 813-670-7372. Online at consumerqb.com. And join us next time for the Consumer Quarterback Show.